One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The only person with whom you have to compare ourselves is that you in the past, and the only person better you should be. This is who you are now. The first requisite of civilization is that of justice. Homosexuality is assuredly no advantage, but it is nothing to be ashamed of, no vice, no degradation. It cannot be classified as an illness. When one does not have what one wants, one must want what one has. The inclination to aggression constitutes the greatest impediment to civilization. A strong egoism is a protection. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. When we share, that is poetry and the prose of life. Life as we find it is too hard for us. It entails too much pain, too many disappointments, impossible tasks. We cannot do without palliative remedies. Words were originally magic, and the word retains much of its old magical power even today. I cannot face the idea of life without work. What would one do when ideas failed or words refused to come? It is impossible not to shudder at the thought. Demons do not exist any more than gods do, being only the products of the psychic activity of man. Perhaps the gods are kind to us by making life more disagreeable as we grow older. In the end, death seems less intolerable than the manifold burdens we carry. Everyone has wishes which he would not like to tell to others, which he does not want to admit even to himself. The only shame in masturbation is the shame of not doing it well. Love and work, work and love, that's all there is. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those who already exist in our subconscious. In the small matters trust the mind, in the large ones the heart. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is what does a woman want? Maturity is the ability to postpone gratification. Love in the form of longing and deprivation lowers the self-regard. We are what we are because we have been what we have been, and what is needed for solving the problems of human life and motives is not moral estimates, but more knowledge. Public self is a conditioned construct of the inner psychological self. Friendship is an art of keeping distance. while love is an art of intimacy. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. Ultimately, after endless rebuffs, it succeeds. This is one of the few points in which one may be optimistic about the future of mankind. A man should not strive to eliminate his complexes, but to get into accord with them. They are legitimately what directs high conduct in the world. From error to error, one discovers the entire truth. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. In general, people interpret slips of the tongue just as I do, even if they do not support my ideas. Nothing can be hidden from the superego, not even thoughts. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, first make sure that you are not, in fact, just surrounded by unpleasant people.